time now for pick 6. And you're going to say, Rob, there's no games going on in college football. Hold on.
Soccer.
We soon, maybe some college basketball and bowling, but no, we're going to talk college football. We're going to talk big picture here in a second. Pick 6 is brought to you by BetMGM. Place your moneyline prop parlay and same game parlay bets at BetMGM. Just download the app today. As always, please gamble responsibly. Lines and conversations are always subject to change. All right, so the college football national championship winner futures are already live at BetMGM. Coach, you know what a future is?
No idea.
Okay, good. Well, you're going to help some people out there. They're making bets right now here in February about who's going to win the national title literally next calendar year right now. So we're going to ask you guys to pick a favorite right now. And then we're also going to talk about a dark horse, okay? The top 5 favorites right now, Buckeyes, plus 500, new QB, a ton of new coaches on the staff. Texas at plus 550. Welcome to the Arch Manning era. Georgia plus 650. They lost 7 of their 8 leading sack producers. Oregon plus 650, who will be their quarterback with Dylan Gabriel gone. And Penn State at plus 900. Mark, Deuce, I'll let you go first. Of kind of the favorites, and maybe it's another one that we're not seeing right now, who would you feel comfortable putting some early futures money on?
Coach, you know what these plus numbers mean?
No.
It means if Ohio
Plus
State's plus 500. So if you put $100 on Ohio State right now, they'll pay you out 500.
You get 500.
Yeah, they'll pay. So you get that bang for your buck, and we love 5X. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But right now, man,
I know who you want to say, but you're fighting it.
Yeah, right now, the favorite plus 550. I had to go with the Longhorns, man. You got Arch Manning coming. You got Sark. What he's been able to do with that program since he's taken over. Arch Manning coming in his Arch season now. They got good players coming back. They have one of the best defenses in the country. I think they have good culture. They got the NIL money to go ahead and get whoever they want out of the spring portal, out of the fall portal. You know what I mean? Retain players. So as of now, with the top 5 favorites, I'm gonna go plus 550 with Texas. Put 1,000 on Texas. It'll pay you what? $1,550.
I was told there'd be no math involved. Coach, who do you like?
I don't know. I'm looking at this, and you got to go with returning quarterbacks, which there's none there, other than Drew Aller.
Drew Aller. You love Aller.
I'm going to go with Texas too. Ohio State, obviously they're loaded and they recruit their tails off. But Julian Saint, I keep hearing great things. I stood next to him. He's very slight, but he's got a great arm, great release. Ball gets out fast. I hear great things about him.
They don't have Michigan or Ohio State on the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that?
Only have Penn State at Oregon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They got to figure out their quarterback.
They got NIL money.
Yeah, I'm going to go if you're saying I have to. I'm going to say Texas, Ohio State, Oregon in that order.
I think a lot of people out there want to say Penn State, and they're going to say it on 2 things: consistency, like has the staff changed a lot, and they've just augmented the staff, like poaching Jim Knowles, the DC from Ohio State, and bringing him to Happy Valley, and then is talent returning, and Penn State is kind of has that early approach of, we're in it to win it this year, kind of like what we felt from Ohio State, right? Drew Aller and Singleton, Nick Allen coming back as well. They're big guns, all saying we're coming back for another run at this. Jim Franklin is feeling it. The Midwest, the Big Ten has had a great run. I think it's easy to go for Penn State. I still, Mark, you and I have felt the same way for a while on Penn State. We really like them, but we're not fully believing in them yet. Because
I want to love Penn State so bad.
I do too. I agree. I want to see them do well. I want to see them win. I want to believe in them, but they need to give me that proof of validity.
I need them to win a game they're supposed to. I need them to win a big game that matters. Win a game that matters, please.
Yeah, I agree. And if I'm Ohio State coach, I see some parallels to what happened to Michigan last season, right? You win the national title and then players leave and your quarterback leaves and a ton of your coaching staff leaves. And we all looked at Michigan coming into what just happened to them saying, there's no way they're going to be this good, right? They can't maintain that because of all the defections. Ohio State has got a ton of defections, whether it's graduation, whether it's coaches leaving. But they do have the main guy, Ryan Day, staying and getting locked in and getting an extension. That's why I think the conversation is close to what Michigan just went through, but it's not the same. I'm gonna go Georgia, guys, because I think it's been too long.
Who is their quarterback?
It's been here's the only reason I'm going. It's been too long since the SEC in the South has had a real say in the national championship picture, and there is some major motivation running around there. But again, that is we're talking Ohio State, Georgia, Oregon. Those three were like, who's your quarterback going to be? We think we know, but we don't know. And I'll be honest, do we really know about Arch Manning? I think he's going to be great. I hope he is. And Drew Aller at Penn State, from what we've seen, it's okay.
Yeah, they do.
Okay. All right. So those are the favorites. Now let's talk some dark horses. This is where it gets interesting. So the best of the rest, if you will. Here's those numbers, Coach, that I know you love. Notre Dame plus 1,400.
You don't even got
You're tied, Mark, plus 1,500. Tennessee, Nico I is back plus 2,000. You got Clemson, LSU, Michigan, Ole Miss is at 2,500. A&M at plus 3,000. Miami with the former Georgia quarterback Carson Beck in there at plus 3,000. So, Coach, is there a dark horse out there that tickles you a little bit?
Yeah, Nico, the quarterback at Tennessee. You know, I had them. I remember when I first started studying them last year, and I called Brady Quinn and Matt Leinart, and I said, what am I missing here? This guy looks like a bona fide. He looks like Aaron Rodgers. The ball comes out of his hand like a tennis ball, man.
Kent State.
Good point. That's what I was missing. And he got really inconsistent, and that team around him got a little bit inconsistent. They still had a heck of a year. So if that kid grows as a quarterback, he could be I asked the question after watching, and I know he wasn't playing great teams, but just his physical ability, his size, speeds, athleticism, and the ball comes out. I saw him as a high first-round draft pick. Now, it remains to be seen, but I'll pick Tennessee.
$1,100 gives me 1,500 on the Tide. $100 gives me 1,500 on the Tide. I'm going with the Tide. We got a lot of people coming back.
Come on,
we got them coming. Bro, what you mean?
Come on.
Who? You're going to pick Tennessee? You're going to pick who? Michigan? Who are you going to pick? LSU?
Like, how much do you know about your quarterback, Ty Simpson, or at least the guy who's in line to take over?
I know he's been there behind some really good quarterbacks. So hopefully he's learned a lot of good lessons.
Right?
But if I put 1,500, if I put 10 bands.
Well, do it then.
I might go straight to BetMGM, put 10,000 on Bama, and when they Tide win, it's on me, $150,000.
All right. Again, I'm going with continuity and players returning, and particularly if you have a good, solid quarterback returning, to your point, Coach, with Nico returning to Tennessee. Clemson also sitting there at plus 2,000. They get Cade Klubnik back, who really impressed us, particularly in the back half of the season. Dabo Swinney has discovered that there's this thing called the transfer portal out there, and he's actually utilizing it to his advantage. And then the Nuss Dog guys, Garrett Nussmeier, maybe an early Heisman candidate down at LSU.
Come on, you're going to pick them?
I'm here just to annoy you this week because you've been gone for so long and you've annoyed us. Now I'm just going to pick programs that scratch at your scab.
Our odds are higher, so obviously BetMGM knows something.
Of course they know something.
Because our odds are higher, so they must roll with the Tide a little bit. You know what I mean?
All right.